Hey, friends and family, welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie, and I am a little behind on my boxes, but I have Bargain Bead Box Dusty Rose to play with tonight. I got it earlier this month, but fell a little behind. So I know there's been a lot of videos out. I'm going to do something a little different, hopefully, from some of the other wonderful folks that have channels. And I am going to be adding some things to the box. Now, I do this often. And I'll talk to you a little bit about some of the colors that I've chosen. But I did just want to talk about the box for a minute because it's really lovely. Beautiful muted shades of pink and these beautiful faceted coin rhodonite beads. Rhodonite. I hope I said that right. I think I did. These are just, the veining is just very cool. Um, and I love that we got different shapes and types. And I love that this is drilled at the top as a drop. So that's kind of cool. We have these beautiful dyed shell beads. We have the very softly faceted rhodonite, more in a pink and tan color. And beautiful rondelles. I love, love, love that focal piece, and as well as this one with the rhodonite in it. And then we've got some beautiful black tourmaline here, faceted. So, and then of course copper findings, the copper chain, beautiful frosty. I think these are quartz, pink quartz, and very very pale and beautiful rondelles that have the pink and the kind of a coppery looking color on them. And so copper and this pink are really pretty. They did introduce some color with the purple in these rondelles, which looks great with pink. Purple and pink look nice together. But I am going to be grabbing just a few accents on the opposite of the color wheel from the pink. I am going to be adding a bit of mint green. Now, pink is in the red family, and this green is in the green family, and red and green are opposites on the color wheel. So as you can see, this looks really nice. I'm also going to mix some metals. I have some silver findings to match with the copper. Not match, but let's say contrast. So we've got some warm and cool. Silver reads as cool, and the copper reads as warm. So that's going to be a nice dichotomy right there. I do have some seed beads I may play with at some point. And I pulled a bunch of different colors of seed beads. Got these really pretty, almost berry colored ones that kind of really, they look really nice with the copper. And I have some bead caps that are the antique copper because I'm going to be using some of the SoftFlex. The I forgot what they call it now. It's the one with the tube in it. I I don't know where my words went, but okay. Yeah, I think you get the gist. Um, and I will put the link for Silver Silk in my description. And then another beaded bead. So I made this one with the black tourmaline beads that came in the mix. I've got these berry beads, a nice metallic pink, silver, and a lighter pink. And I'm just loving making these beads. If you've seen my last couple of videos, I think I've had handmade beads or hand painted beads in every one. But I'm just digging it. So I learned how to do this on Potomac beads. I'll link that um, video. I'm really learning a lot on that channel, so shout out to that channel. Before I get started, shout out to my buddy Michael, who has a channel called um, Getting Out in Life. He's got some really cool, trips that he's done. I think he went to a 1970s toy swap. If you're interested in that, so I will link that video in my description. And trying to think. I think that's it. I do want to talk about the stones though for just a minute. Oh, and some of these came from my Sam's box this month. So we've got some beautiful, I think that's agate, I'm not sure. Some bicone beads and some of these pretty melon beads that kind of pick up the pink. I just grabbed those in case I wanted extra pinks and deeper pinks. So this reads really red compared to the pink, but notice that you've got different shades, which also adds interest to your designs. So when you're thinking about adding things to a box like this, you can go, you know, many different ways. You can pick the opposite on the color wheel like I did from the family of color that it's in, or you could go more into the pinks and pick different shades. Just a thought. And I do always like to mix metals, so we're definitely going to do that. I do want to talk about rhodonite for a minute because I like to learn about the stones, and the rhodonite is from the Greek word rose due to the pink color. Um, it's found in Russia, India, Mexico, Sweden, Madagascar, Brazil, and the USA. Um, it is nicknamed the Stone of Love, and its attributes are generosity, joy, happiness to anyone who owns a piece. And it's supposed to reduce, if you're into the stone lore, it's supposed to reduce stress and anxiety. Very cool. And then the black tourmaline creates mental clarity. It has very grounding protection properties. It takes negative energy and turns it into positive energy. And it's considered a protection stone. So, two very cool stones we'll be playing with tonight. So, I'm going to get organized. I'm obviously not going to use all of this, so I'm going to pick what I'm going to use, and then we will get down to making a necklace. Okay, so we're going to be using SoftFlex beading wire, my favorite beading wire, in the black onyx color, along with this, it's called pipe chain. I remembered, of course, as soon as I stopped speaking of it. So it's pipe chain, and we're going to slide the SoftFlex through the pipe chain. Now, if you've never used Silver Silk, it's a mesh product. Nilay Patel is the owner of the business. He is a wonderful designer. He does a lot with all the different beading companies. He has his own YouTube channel. Do check him out. I will make sure all of his information and stuff is in my description, as well as the SoftFlex information. Small businesses, we have to support these small creative businesses. I love to do that with this hobby of mine. So, of course, I want to make my focal piece. This took, of course, I did this off camera. So we're going to make a focal piece, and I am going to use some of the 18 gauge wire that I have right here. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I didn't pull my tools out. Silly me. Let's get those going. They're close by. Hope you all had a nice weekend. Mine was very nice. Very nice weekend. Very calm and restful. So I hope if that's something that you needed, you got that this weekend. Or maybe you had a ton of fun and were out with friends or family. Good for you. I hope that you had a great time. For those of you who may not be feeling well or under the weather, I hear there's some illnesses going on around the world. I pray for you to get healthy very soon. Have some chicken soup. That's what our grandmas always suggest, right? So I'm just straightening this up a little and getting it malleable by warming it. This is something I learned from Gem Hawks, who also is amazing. And we're just going to make the focal for our necklace. And what I'm going to do, well, I'll show you in a minute, but I am going to be using this silver silk. It's going to have kind of its own moment, I guess you could say. Oh, I'm not adding anything to that. Silly me. I will be adding something to it, but not at the moment. All right. Put my nippers back. I'm all ready for Valentine's, as you can see on my nails. I like to be festive. I'm just pushing this piece down so it doesn't poke. And I pulled out these copper bead caps to use with the bead that I made. But then I thought, what if I staggered them? Like, here's a nice big silver one, and then maybe I'll put this one on top of it. And then that looks kind of funky. Maybe not. Oh, maybe this one. No, I'm going to stick to what I originally decided. I thought I was having a moment, but I was not having the moment I wanted. So I am going to use these so that it picks up the colors in the box. And also it's got silver on it, so it will make sense to um, the rest of the design, because we're going to be using both metals. So this loop I'm going to make bigger so that it can accommodate how thick this is. So on my bail making pliers, I'm going to use the larger round part of that. That should fit. I'll double check it in a minute. I really love making these beads. I know I've said that more than once, but it's just something satisfying about it. And it looks really complicated, and I'm here to tell you it's not. So if you're feeling brave and want to try something new, give it a go. One of my favorite channels, another channel I'll shout out, is called That Chapter, if you're into true crime. Mike is the name of the guy that does the class. Listen to me. He's got an Irish accent. His name is Mike, and he teaches the stories or tells the stories very well. But he's got a sense of humor, and he always at the beginning of his video says, "Give it a go." So I had to think of him when I said that. So this is what we're doing. I'm going to make some dangles or something here in a minute, but this is the idea. And I do have some large hole beads here I'm going to add that are going to kind of frame this. Just like that. So you have a little bit more something going on. And let's see. I need something. What do I need? Oh, I think I need a silver head pin. Where are my silver head pins? Okay, so this is going to be for the dangle. Some silver plated pretty head pins. Now let's see. So I think I want to add a little bit of this color I'm adding, this green. It's kind of a seafoam green. We're going to put on one of these black tourmaline beads for protection. And maybe we'll put one of these really pretty rondelles. So let's add that to our dangle. I mean our focal piece. Boy, my words are not coming out right. You know what I mean. Or as a friend of mine used to say to me, I mean everything I know. I used to laugh every time she would say that. Okay. Slide that on. I'm going to pull these off just for now. Just wanted you to see. Well, don't worry, we'll be adding it quickly once we get this piece done. But I hope you'll try making some of these beads. They're so fun. Now I'm on the hunt for more videos on how to do other types of beaded beads. So if anybody knows of a channel or has tried anything else somewhere else, let me know. I'm just delighted I have ways to use a bunch of my seed beads now. Aside from making beaded loops, which I like making, don't get me wrong. I don't want that to stick out. Ooh. Can't feel it. Okay, good. Let's get out our SoftFlex. Black onyx. Wonderful beading wire. I love it dearly. Oh, and we have a Galentine's event coming up. SoftFlex and Jesse James Beads are doing a Galentine's event. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be joining on that. So now I'm going to put the SoftFlex through the pipe chain. For those of you watching my channel for a while, you'll remember that I have done this before on some goddess necklaces. I have a whole goddess series for those of you who are new. Just type in the word goddess in the search on my channel and you will find, I think there's 8 or 10 videos. But I used a lot of SoftFlex and also silver silk in those. And they turned out really great. I was really happy with how that turned out. And I like mixing all these materials. And it's fun to take stuff from one box. Like I have some Sam's bead box over here, some SoftFlex, some silver silk, and you can really make some unique things. All right, so now here is our, oops. Here is our beaded bead, our silver silk. We've got our little pop of green at the end because there's going to be green in the necklace. And so I'm going to cap this off with these very long, ornate cones. So I just want to cover the ends of these, of the pipe chain. There's other ways you can do endings on these. And I do know on the Silver Silk site that you can purchase end caps and things like that as well. But I like how ornate these are. And these are really malleable, so I'm just pushing the ends in so it's a little more finished and it doesn't come off anywhere. So for those of you who live in Texas, even those of you who don't, yesterday was 82 degrees in February. Today it's 45. Yeah, they say just wait 5 minutes if you don't like the weather in Texas because it's going to change. All right, so now we can bead. And the first thing I want to do is put just a little something something right at the beginning of those bead cones, just to give a little transition. Then we're going to go right into beading. Oh, and I saved some of this silver silk. Boy, like I said, my words are not working. Silver silk for earrings that I want to make to match. And then I think next week I'm going to be getting the newest bargain bead box. So there'll probably be another video in the very near future featuring the newest bargain bead box. These are so shiny, it's hard to see where the hole is. There we go. All right. What do we want to do next? Let's play up some copper. I'm going to add some of my dark red or purple. I'm not sure. It looks kind of berry colored. Love these bead caps that came in the box. And I also love these beautiful ornate spacer beads. I love those too. We'll be using those. Faux show. Okay. Yeah, it got so chilly, my dogs looked at me like, are you crazy? It was warm yesterday. What happened? Like, you still have to go out anyway, dear. They were not too thrilled with that. They didn't stay out long. Nobody lingered, that was for sure. They were like, I'm going to do my business. I'm running back in the house. Can't say I blame them. All right, so we got some more rhodonite. Now I'm going to add a couple of really teeny tiny rhinestone rondelle pieces just for a glint of silver to pick up what we have going on in this bead and these beads right here. Then we'll add some of our contrast color, our complementary color of green. Whoops. Okay. I do like that little bit of green. I think it adds something. Little pop of interest. Something for your eye to go, oh, something new. And I just think it enhances uh, all this beautiful rhodonite. Do we want to do a coin bead? Let's see. Love these faceted coins. I'm going to try to grab, yeah, these two have, I want to pick up the black, play up the black and the tourmaline. So I'm going to grab these. And then we're going to do more green. Make sure I have enough of these before I decide to do that. That's always a good thing. beater tip, make sure you have enough of whatever it is you want to use. I I'm always, I don't know about you, but I'm always making something and then I'm like, oh, I only have 3 of those. I can't be the only one who's done that. All right. Love that. Let's do some more rhodonite. I'm really not I'm just grabbing beads. I'm not gonna fret too much. I like the different variety in the colors. I think that's part of the beauty of this stone and any natural stone, really. Love it. Let's do some more tourmaline. And it's interesting. I always thought tourmaline was, the rainbowy color. I did, but I'm finding as I learn more about stones that they come in all different colors, even though you think they're one way or the other. I'm going to grab one of these really pretty coppery beads. Let's grab some more tourmaline. It's hard to see where the hole is. There we go. I think I found it. Yeah. All right. More tourmaline. I mean, rhodonite, Marcie, rhodonite. I think my blood sugar's low. I better get something to eat after this. I already made chicken today and potatoes and oh, and we had Aldi breakfast pizza this morning. Oh man, that was good. Love Aldi. Okay, so I'm gonna do just a little bit more and then we're gonna finish this off. Let's grab a little more of the black. Ugh. All right, well, I didn't add much silver, as much as I thought I would, but I just like the little bit. That's fine. I think that's enough. I think I'm going to do another green, another bit of green. And then let's think about cutting, closing this up. Let's see. Let's see how long this is. Without the drop, I think I'm going to make it like 22 inches. So we got another inch of beading to go. Yeah. Another inch. We'll add more tourmaline. Tourmaline. I keep saying tourmaline. I think I like saying tourmaline, but this is rhodonite. I do know what I'm talking about, but I don't sound like it. Oh man. I promise I haven't been drinking or anything today. I don't know what's up with me. Okay. Let's see how. I know that's not in an inch, but just a few more. Let's go to 5 of these. I was doing stacks of 3, but I think at the end I'll do 5. This would be really pretty on a pale pink sweater. It would be great also on a black sweater or a black shirt. Yes. All right. Now I'm going to do just a few of these little tiny rondelles at the very back. These are really pretty. I like the pink and the copper. It's a really nice color combination. Very warm. Kind of cozy. Yes, this is me struggling for, I don't know, do I need new glasses or something? Okay. Yes. See how that green just makes this rhodonite pop? I just love it. Um, and the fact that this is kind of a muted pinkish color and you've got kind of a muted green, they look really nice. They look very nice together. So now we got to finish off our necklace. Oh, something sounded like it fell. Let's grab some bead crimps, some crimpies. Ever since I've kept these in one container, I keep better track of it. Just they come in little tiny tubes, although a lot of these are from when I get boxes from SoftFlex because they have really great crimps. All right. So we're going to use the wine colored seed beads to make our beaded loops to add more color and also make a loop. I have a little lobster claw here I'm going to attach in the copper. So let me just put on this crimp bead. I think we're not going to make a very big loop, just big enough. Sometimes I make really big ones, but I think I'm just going to, usually I do about 17 beads. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do 15. Bear with me a minute. 3, whoops, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Okay. Just trying to make sure oh, looks like I grabbed a gold. Did I grab a gold crump? No, those are copper. Jeez. I think really, I do need to go to the eye doctor. um, Come on. Wow, that does not want to go in there. That's unusual. Okay. Very tight fit through these copper ones. These copper crimp beads. I don't know why, but I did manage to show it who is boss. It's kind of unusual. I've not had trouble with the crimp beads before. Ooh. Okay. All right, so I'm going to fish out another one because the other one I had, um, I don't know, it looked thicker inside. It didn't accommodate the thread going through there twice, which is, I've never had that happen. But I have plenty of others, so we're good. And again, the SoftFlex wire coordinates with our color scheme, so if some of it is showing, it just adds to the design, in my opinion. You don't have to worry so much about your wire showing when you use it because it looks nice. All right. I'll probably put crimp covers on these later. There we go. So, here is our beautiful necklace. I love the green. I think the green adds a lot. I mean, the stones are beautiful. The colorway is very nice. I just think the green adds a little something extra. So do play with the colors. Um, you can definitely experiment. Try some different shades of, like a deeper shade of pink, or like this. This has cream gold and purple. Try maybe adding more of that. I think it's worth it to, really make the collection yours. This is just think of it as the canvas that's provided, but you get to add all the details. Think of it that way if any of you are painters out there. So, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you made it to the end of this video, please like and subscribe. Have a wonderful rest of your evening or morning or day whenever you're watching this. Stay safe. Keep you and your family safe. And I will see you on the next video.